Oh, I'm going down that way. What? Discord is weird. They changed their voice chat. Is it?
Yeah?
There it is.
In what way?
It just looks different.
Oh, I mean, yeah, depending on when you looked last, there's some interface changes that can happen.
Yeah, it's like, it's not much different, but I didn't get like the little ringtone call thingy.
Oh, that, yeah, it depends. Let's just say that.
Yeah, since you're on PC, it probably won't. Okay. Yeah, I'm only in the caves, so I'm kind of still learning. So, are you like, I'm guessing you're very proficient in this game, or played a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I do work on the game after all.
Oh, are you the developer?
I'm Moirai's community manager.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No, when you were like, oh hey, just looking for some help, I was like, yeah, I'll be chilling at home by that time, so might as well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how, like, I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang of it. A little bit. Because I see how the, like, you want to use your, like, weaker monsters first, and then use your powerful monster to combo it up.
Yeah, that is definitely some of the basic concept.
Definitely different than other turn-based games. Has some good quality of life stuff, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it can be different. I mean, it's obviously quite different from something like Pokemon, but it's actually perhaps a little more similar to just an RPG, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Because Pokemon's pretty casual.
Overall, at least, yeah.
Whereas this one is like, you get what you're doing, it seems like.
Indeed, which does bring to some very good tips to begin with. It looks like you aren't paying attention to what move you're using, because I've seen you use moves that are not effective.
Oh, weaknesses and stuff. Yeah.
Indeed. The game gives a little hint. You see how the enemies have the little up arrow?
Yeah.
That means that it is effective, and then when it's the down arrow, the shield icon, that means they're resistant to it.
Yeah, I was just kind of just spamming through that one. Which, some of the little mobs.
Yes, so I noticed. The other thing is that you notice how your healthiness score is generally kind of low, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's because you're not using a healer, and you probably want a healer.
Yeah, I had someone that had regen on. I forget which one it was.
Well, I meant an actual healer.
Oh.
Not necessarily just the regeneration buff. But your general crew will usually want to be a healer, a support, and then a DPS.
Yeah, because I probably just have all DPS characters on right now.
Well, in this case, the crew that you're using, Wolf is a DPS, Cat Zerker is a DPS, and Viero is a support. So you're using two DPS and a support, and also kind of in the wrong order as well.
So you can... Okay, so... Support...
So for example...
Should support be in the front?
Support would be number 2.
Okay. Where's...
Yeah. Are you familiar with the combo mechanic as stated in the game?
Yeah, you want to use your, like, weaker monsters first.
Exactly, so that therefore means you want your DPS monster to be third.
Oh,
and you want your support monster to be second, and then you want your healer to be first.
Are any of these ones I have right in here? Rocky? Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, go look at your monsters. So for example, with healers, you have Yowie and Rocky are both pretty good choices. I mean, you technically have more, but I'm just saying in terms of how your crew is looking.
Wait, where's Yowie's heal?
Oh, sorry, Yowie technically gets his heal up level 10.
Oh, okay. Where is it? Where? Oh, here. I'm
The level 10 abilities on the right-hand side of the screen.
Is it the healing shield?
No, Life Wave.
Wait. Oh, that. Life. Oh. Okay, that's neat. Heal all for 300 plus 6. Uh-oh. That is...
Yeah, and notice how Yowie also has on the right-hand side in the level 1 tier, it's called Supply, with the little 3 hearts icon.
Heal all monsters in the... Oh, and that's a passive.
Indeed.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, I see Yowie's gonna go in then. I'll swap him out with Cat Zerker.
Yeah, Yowie is a fun... he's very tanky and a pretty decent healer as well. And on turn 1, he can very easily use his buff move that's available.
Channel?
Yep. Channel, and then the later versions of it also do Glory.
Oh, nice.
Because I noticed that you want to do the healer first, and then the support, and then the DPS.
Switch. So healer... Okay, yeah, Barrow's my support guy. Okay. I might wait till get level 10 to spend those other skill points. That way I'll be able to put 2 in the next tier.
Yeah, though granted, never feel afraid to use skill resetters because they're very plentiful.
Yeah, I'm glad when games do that. It's always the worst when games have no way of changing it. Like, have to start your 200-hour save over if you want to try a new build.
Oh yeah, I definitely saw that a lot with playing stuff like Diablo 2.
Games have got a lot better at, like, doing quality of life stuff, like, with that kind of thing, though. Like, with Godfall, Godfall's, it's an okay game, but it's not anything to write home about.
Hey, just by the way, why do you keep turning away there?
Which side?
To the left.
Oh, I have double jump.
You keep running away. No, go back, though.
I forgot I had double jump.
To the left. No, to the left.
This way.
There you go, to the left, okay.
It's on a stream delay, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always forget that that's the case. Look at your monster's Explorer abilities, and you may have something that can help.
With the water?
No, not with the water.
Or with that door on the right?
Well, I just meant that things such as flying or placing a rock is just generally useful platforming abilities.
I just got the double jump boots too, so...
Oh yeah, so I see.
Yeah, I forgot I had that. I picked it up and I already forgot I had it. That's pretty nice. Seems like I don't really need the rocks now. Unless if I find a switch, of course. Okay.
Just because I would presume you wouldn't want many spoilers. Let's just say that sometimes you can have creative uses for rocks and mushrooms, you know?
Oh yeah, get a little higher. Yeah, I haven't seen... Yeah, I know the story right now, there's not too much to it.
Yeah, though you did just pass by a treasure chest.
Oh, over this way?
Yeah, over toward the right.
Where was it?
Toward the right.
Oh, there, 2 of them, okay. Copper and... Yeah, it's probably like a 10-second delay on the stream.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit... It's a little bit different when you're like actually... Well, even in like stream chat, it's kind of... Yeah. Oh, champion, okay. How long is it till I get, like, till you start getting champions? Oh, his name's Minitar? That's clever. So
yeah,
see.
I mean, technically you can get the champions as soon as you can, basically. If you 5-star the encounter, you can get an egg. However, don't worry, because you can do champion re-challenge at your main base place, which you'll be getting to not too far.
I tried one of those.
Actually, hold up.
I
was like, hold.
Yeah, I have
Moon
it.
Caves. No, you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, you've already gone there. Yeah.
So
there's a place where you can just re-challenge.
Let's see. Oh, fire. I don't have fire on this guy. Because I probably shouldn't do a third buff, because then that tosses away my combo damage.
Exactly. You kind of don't want to waste your combo.
Even
So
though...
just do whatever move will do the most damage.
So I don't have glory on my character sheet. Well, I use my DPS on that, but... Oh, I don't have a fire skill now. Oh well, I can get it probably. This guy doesn't do much damage right now.
Yeah, that's because Yaoi is primarily a healer. But he can still build combo by using beating. Or you can just use a potion with his action.
True.
I see. I never mind.
I have all my buffs up. Oh, nice. That gives you a combo too. Okay. This is gonna be a long fight. I don't have the weakness for him, so... Should probably... Well, I feel like I should probably, like, restart. I mean, it's getting there. Well, okay. There goes Yaoi. You can't pull from your team, right? Like, you can only use those 3.
Well, go to the left, you know, on the action menu thing, right?
Switch monster. Oh, you can bring him in, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it does cost an action, though.
Oh,
but,
it didn't swap it with Yaoi.
It's up to you.
Oops. I wanted to swap Yaoi for...
Yeah. Well, you know, don't feel too bad. You know, if you have a smoke bomb, you can use that to run away. Alternatively, you know, just losing the fight really isn't the end of the world. Just try again. A little later or something.
Yeah. Ow. Oh, so you can only switch monster with the current one you're using. Okay, let's see if I can clutch this. No, definitely not. Rip. If I swap out to my Cat Zerger from Wolf, I'll be able to get it. Because he has the weakness. Plus, I don't have the healing skill on Yaoi yet. Healing skills. Oh, that's a... Oh, nice. Glory Cast. Dang, he has some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's...
So yeah, don't worry. You know, maybe just get to level 10 before attempting Minotaur, and you know, having your Yowie actually heal will make the world of difference.
I'm already in. I got it this time. I have Fire Claws. Totally got this. Maybe. So the only way to get champions is to 5-star the champion fight?
Not necessarily. There are some alternate methods, depending on which champion.
Alright.
But that's at least the main method, yes.
Yeah, I've still yet to 5-star any battle, so...
Well, you know, as you learn a little more in terms of what general strategy is, things will make more sense. Like, one biggie I noticed is on your Cat Zerker, you have a big mana problem. You see how it keeps on putting the down arrow on your abilities?
Does that mean
That's indicating that you don't have enough mana to cast the higher level of that ability, which thus significantly reduces the effectiveness of the ability.
Huh. So wait.
Yeah.
I'm on level 2 Fire Claws.
Well, this time you are, yes.
But the other time...
last turn you were only on level 1.
Oh, I see.
You didn't have enough.
I did not notice that. I didn't know it auto-swapped like that.
Yeah, it'll auto-swap if you just don't have enough mana.
Okay. You ascended to keep...
So as you see...
New items. Steel circle. Okay. Trophy. Woo. So when I get my champions, do they actually get 2 turns in an attack as well?
No, they're just monsters.
Oh, that's no fun. I was like, oh shit, champions are gonna be amazing. You get 2 turns.
No. One of our base design philosophies is we want all 101 monsters to be good.
Okay.
So it's not like, you know, oh hey, the champion monsters are better or something like that. It's just there are more choices.
That makes sense, yeah. Not just pump them full of stats and be like the game ender thing.
Yeah, I mean, just as a comparison, right? For a comparison, the idea is in Pokemon you can have that, you know, 400 stat bug versus a 600 stat dragon.
Yeah.
That isn't really how this game operates.
What is on the retreat thing, it says ×7. Is that how many chances you get to run away?
No, that's how many smoke bombs you have.
Oh, okay, so it's a consumable to retreat.
Yep.
I see. So... I feel like...
I mean, there's probably no reason to not fight them, you know?
Yeah, I was just wondering. I was gonna... No, I would still fight them, but I'm assuming... Kaz Zerker seems better than Wolfram.
In this case, it's not as much about a better versus worse, it's more about who you want to use and how you have them built.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing was mostly he had the fire damage.
But fire is not effective. Wind is effective.
On these guys, yeah. Okay. sidekick is an interesting buff.
Yeah, it is pretty cool because consider this. Not only is it a little extra damage, but that does mean an extra combo. And because it's an extra hit, that also means that if your monster has any on-hit effects, that will be applied as well. So if you used a move that says, you know, like 10% chance to burn or something like that, then that will also be applied to the sidekick hit.
Nice. Yeah, because I never really seen a buff like that in a game where it's like a straight, just extra bonus damage. Well, like an extra attack. Bonus damage, yeah, I've seen. Like, bonus damage in the form of like an extra attack is interesting.
Yeah, that is a little different.
So it's really nice they have the heal after every battle thing. That's another thing that bothers me so much in RPGs. Because it's like, what's the fucking point of just having your HP never go back?
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is. It's definitely all about design philosophy, because I can understand when some games, their entire point is that you have to manage. Excuse me. Is that you have to manage the amount of health and mana and stuff like that over a period of time, usually as you're going through a dungeon or something like that, or traveling through the wilds. And that's part of the challenge, is to be able to get through the area while, you know, staying alive, right?
Yeah.
So, in this case, I do totally agree with you that not having to worry about that kind of thing is pretty cool. It really helps keep you in the action of the game and less on the tedium of, oh, I have to go do this.
Yeah. Because whenever I have to deal with that in the game, I'm just like, literally, what's the point? Like, it's just an extra thing you're doing that's just not necessary. Like, it's not even...
By the way,
yeah.
By the way, I saw that you weren't being as careful on which move you were using.
Yeah, I fucked up.
So a really cool thing, if you like, let's see, you're using a PlayStation controller, so in battle you can press the select button to change the order of abilities if you like.
Oh, yeah. So let's see if I can play. 1v1. I got this. Rough, but it worked. Oh, there we go, level 10s. Okay. What else does Wolf have? He has ice and wind, okay. Okay, so I can get my Yowie thingy. Oh wait, what? Oh, I have to learn Glorycast first, okay.
Yeah, so a couple of things I'd recommend, like I think it's worth using a skill resetter on Yowie here.
Oh.
A couple of notes. Yeah, a couple of notes looking at Yowie, okay? First is you don't want to take things about attacking or damage. So health proc and water affinity won't do you any good because you're not going to be necessarily attacking that much. Instead, you take things that focus on the healing and the buffing, and of course taunt is just really cool.
Okay, so where's inventory? Okay. Yeah, this way I can get my life light. There we go. Should probably do healing shield too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, healing shield is a great passive, along with supply, of course. Supply is super good.
Then defense. I'll do Glorycast.
But remember, don't neglect the other trees. You know, still taking Taunt is good. Taking the Mana Regen Aura and the Tackle tree is good. Taking things like the the Icy Skin and the extra health regen and the Ice tree is also good. You know, like, the idea isn't necessarily that you're going to be taking everything in a given skill tree. The idea is that you're taking the things which are most important to what you're trying to accomplish.
So this mana upkeep would be a good one, right?
Yeah, because that is a Mana Regen Aura, which helps your other two monsters, which is very important because Cat Zerker's been struggling with mana issues.
So I did mana upkeep and taunt. Let's see.
And probably next then is aiming for the Ice tree, so you can get Icy Skin and Recover.
So recover, I see recover, yeah. So he gets... There's like so many things in this.
I know, right? So here's the very important thing though. You want to pay very close attention to mana regeneration. Basically, look at the mana costs of the abilities that you're planning on using in battle, and then check their mana regen and go, hold up, do they need more regen? But you have one very big advantage. The advantage is that Yaoi has the move that gives channel to everyone, which reduces mana cost by 20%.
Yeah.
When you're accounting for that, that's just a huge boost. The other thing is with Wolf, on the left-hand side tree, you'll want to take that thing that says Symbiosis, because check that out.
Yeah, the healing.
Healing gives him mana, and think about this. Wolf also has lifesteal, so that means every time he's attacking, he's getting healed. Every time he gets healed, he gets more mana, so he fuels his own mana pretty decently.
So with Yaoi, the buffing seems redundant though now. Because Yaoi has...
The answer is not really, because your DPS monster shouldn't be wasting its turn buffing. So Wolf having the glory move is probably not the best plan.
Yeah,
because Yaoi Viero will handle the buffing instead.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's redundant to have the glory skill on the tree. Like, that should probably be removed. So
yeah, but if you don't have a skill resetter right now, that's okay. You can always do so a little later.
Sidekick buff stacked 2 additional times.
Multi skills are always really cool.
Team play.
But also check out Heroism on Viero.
Oh, the 2% damage for every buff on this monster.
Yeah, anything with the heroic abilities are very strong.
Yeah, because there's a lot of buffs. Power shield. Oh, that's a neat one. Attack powered shield.
It has its uses. It's probably a little lower priority, but it can be nice, depending.
Yeah. Every attack triggers an additional... Oh. That's attack proc.
Yeah.
That's cool too.
Yeah, I was gonna say things like attack proc or whatever are of course very cool because they generate more combo.
Physical damage. I'll probably do that. Okay. So I want all the skill points. Paired to... Oh. Monster, it can be used on monsters that are at least 2 levels below your highest monster. Okay.
Yep, so those little level up tokens work on things to get them up to 1 level below your highest level monster.
Not like rare candy where you can just spam it into one and max it out.
Close, but not quite, yeah.
Well, see, it's good to have a balance on that kind of deal so you don't just max out one monster and just be like, yo, he's gonna destroy everything. But I mean, you can just sit there and level your characters up, but that would be just eh.
Yeah,
like,
you know, technically you can. It's kind of, let's just say that because there's multiple factors on how the scaling in the game works, it won't necessarily be that good of a plan, because basically a lot of places have no minimum level, but then as you start progressing in the game, some places do have minimum level. However, the basic idea on how does scaling work is basically based on exploration. The more that you go around and see, the more that the monsters will gain levels. So if you basically fight every pack of enemies you see at least once, you're usually gonna be pretty good on the experience curve.
oh, I can't even afford Life Wave.
Which is where equipment comes in.
Oh
If you
yeah,
haven't done it, if you haven't done equipment, that would be very important.
I need to redo it. 'Cause... Why is there an arrow pointing down? Is that... Oh, because I can't do level 2, okay. That's what it...
Yeah, that's why I said equipment is extremely important. But if you use Glory Cast, then you'll get the channel buff, which will reduce the cost of abilities.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, that's what I did. I think. Yeah, I did. No, I have... Yeah, I put channel on. So... Yeah, I have channel on. Then I didn't do that. So let's see. So when I do the buff info, it shows the buffs on the one monster I'm turning, using a turn on, right?
No, it's showing it for the whole battlefield.
Okay. So I forget, I casted power, I thought, or did I do sidekick? No, I casted power.
Yeah, the way you can tell what's going on is you see how the little icons are changing.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the arrow has sidekick, but I think Wolf does not have sidekick. Okay, there we go. Now I'm doing damage. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more to this than other turn-based games.
Depending on which game, yeah.
Yeah. Most of them are just go. And you don't really have to worry about like combos and weaknesses. Well, weaknesses, yeah.
You've been playing the wrong turn-based games then, eh?
Well, the last one I played was Yakuza 7, so... Which is a very good game. The turn-based is a little basic, though. But it does its job and it's good, so...
Yeah, I've definitely heard some good things about Like a Dragon.
Yeah, I know. I keep calling it 7, which I know it's like a dragon. In the
Which
US.
works.
Yeah.
You know, that works. I understood what you were talking about.
They just did that because it's basically new. It's kind of is new entry, but it's not. More so for the newcomers, not like, oh shit, I have to go play 6 other games. Which you really don't, because it's basically its own new story.
Well, right, now I could tell that it was different characters, you know?
Oh, 4 stars. Nice.
So yeah, you should totally check your equipment.
Oh yeah, I need to go back to the base too.
Yeah, I was like, in this game.
Oh, oops.
Every fact. Huh?
Yeah, we didn't have anything equipped. Oops.
Exactly. That's what I said. In this game, every single factor is very important in terms of which 3 monsters you use, how their skill points are allocated, what equipment you have on, the level of the equipment, feeding the monsters. You know, like, there's a lot of factors.
Fang. I want Fang on him. Ooh, crit chance 10%. Defense 10. Defense 12. Crit damage defense. Like Feather.
Yeah, Feather is nice if you need the mana regen, you know, for your damage dealer. But something like Ocarina, for example, is good on Yaoi. Something like Hyde or Ribbon is also very good on Yaoi.
Oh damn, 10% increase for healing skills. What's the gold border around it mean?
That just means that it's a little more special of an item.
Okay, cool. Defense plus 10, crit chance. I don't need crit chance on him.
Nah, not for your healer. I said for that last item, something like the Ribbon or Hide, both of those would be okay. Ribbon could be good if you want more mana.
So I can use the higher buffs at the start?
Yeah, or you can use the mana regen ring.
Crit chance.
Up to you.
And 5% crit. Crit damage. 32% crit chance.
Yeah, but remember that just your on-paper crit chance is only one thing versus how much crit chance you have when you actually have Glory out as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because Glory is increased by 10%. No, it was more than that. Glory was... No, it is 10%, yeah. Yaoi. Defense plus 10. Mana regeneration. I'll keep Tome on. Oh. I think that should be fine. I mean, I'm still early game, so...
Oh yeah, quite early.
Not much crazy going on right now.
Yeah. So yeah, you should go take this team for a spin and see how it goes when you're actually healing, and you'll probably feel the world of difference.
Did I get the... Oh no, yeah, I do have healing wave, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Timothy. So
Oh,
Glory...
nice.
Glory cast.
Tanuki are always fun.
Power. Almost one. Oh, you finished. You did so much damage. Life wave up to 3 combo. Okay. Sidekick.
So, by the way, a little strategy note depending on certain things. Sometimes having your, because your wolf was able to do so much damage there, perhaps you could have had your Viero focus on finishing off the Tanuki. Meanwhile, your wolf still does a lot of damage to the other monsters.
True. Okay, there we go. Oh, easy. No healing. Get out of there. That should
Also, just because I saw it on the delay, when your Yowie used the buff move, it was a little bit of a waste because all it did was put glory on Viero.
Ah.
You would probably get more effectiveness just by using something like beating to build up a tiny bit of combo if he wasn't able to heal. Or, if you want to conserve mana even further, remember that you can always select the regular attack function by, pressing toward the left on the action menu. The regular attack is a very weak attack, only hits a couple times, but it costs 0 mana, so, it's something.
There we go.
Generally, the best idea is that it's typically best to make sure you always have enough mana regen to handle stuff every turn. But, especially when you're early on, I can understand not necessarily being at that point, but that's where items like the tome, for example, come in. If you need more mana regen.
Yeah. Assuming I can't do anything else. Can't move this rock. Yeah, I probably need to go back to the base for a little bit and get some skill resetters and stuff like that. Potions. I only had like 5 potions. Darkness. I'm assuming it doesn't let me get the chest here unless if I have fire. Or some kind of lantern.
Oh, the dark room. Let's just say there are ways of handling it, but theoretically, if you wanted to make the jump blind, you actually can. Like with trial and error, you can figure out where everything is in the room and just do it blind, but if you want to do it, you would say the easy way is you come back a little later when you have something that can deal with darkness.
Let me see if I can figure it. I want to see if I can feel something. So there's a chest up top, I'm guessing.
Oh. Yep, I was like, you probably noticed something there.
Oh. I had it.
Oh. found another platform.
Almost had it.
Getting closer to that.
This reminds me of that Messenger. When there's that, like, dark cave. Did you ever play that one, The Messenger?
I didn't play it personally, but I certainly know of it, yeah.
Definitely a good one to pick up if you're looking for a 2D kind of Ninja Gaiden style game. Oh, I keep overshooting it.
Exactly, and that's why I've not really played it, is because I do enjoy a good Metroidvania, but when a game is mainly just an action platformer, it's not as interesting to my personal taste.
True. It's kind of weird though, because it's like half and half.
Which is what people have told me, you know? But I still know that at its core, it's an action platformer. Yeah. So notice, I can give you a hint here. You're skipping the second platform. You need to stand on the second platform.
Oh.
You keep trying to skip it. Like, you need to find where that second platform that you keep, like, skirting over. There you go. Now try to go over.
Wait.
Okay. Close earlier.
I found a new way. I like to do things the wrong way. Oh. Assume it's not up this way. I should probably just come back.
No, you almost had it. You're standing on the second platform, you just need to go further toward the right.
Oh, there it is. Oh.
Ah, there you go, I heard it. Yeah, I was like, no, you almost got it.
I thought it was like up top, not to the right.
No,
Diadem
just to the right.
I'm assuming I'm getting decently close to finishing the caves. Oh. Hello.
Ah, hey, there's Bex.
Oh, nice. A teleporter. Well, crystal shards. Definitely don't want to use that yet. Until I find a fast travel. Yeah, I don't have any lightning stuff. Water orbs, fire orbs. Okay, I only have water and fire orbs.
Yep, you know how it is. Usual Metroidvania fashion. You just come back when you have the thing necessary.
Oh, that looks like a champion. Oh, you can't just jump over him. So weak to magic. Resistant to physical.
Ah, yeah, Spectre can be a toughie at first. If your team is, physically oriented, but the good news is your wolf has Spectral Flame, which is a nice magic attack.
Seeing if anyone has... No. Oh, he has Sidekick. Yeah, I'll toss Sidekick on the wolf.
Yeah, see, I was just thinking, welcome to the Bone Zone.
Oh. Hopefully I don't get boned here. Oh, my bird does like nothing to him. That's neat.
But that's not the end of the world, because you use beating with Fire Arrow, which still generates a lot of combo. See how it says it's 6 hits? Even though it's not as effective, you can still rely on your wolf using Spectral Flame to do a lot of damage.
True. How long do buffs stay on? Are they for the whole battle?
Yeah, so buffs and debuffs don't have a time duration on them. They just last until something happens to them.
Okay, that's
And
nice.
yeah, remember that with your Yowie, if you want, you can use something like beating to build some combo, or you can even just use the regular attack function to save even more mana. Kind of up to you.
Yeah, I just got up to 13 combo. I can like wave. Beating. Probably need to bump that up to Spectral too.
That could be useful, yeah. But yeah, just like making sure your Yowie has enough mana regen is also going to be key to victory, because that healthiness score is calculated at the end of every turn. So, if possible, you want to get your health back to 100% by the end of every turn, and by doing that, you'll get a good healthiness score.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, it's not just end of battle, it's calculated at the end of every turn.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, not bad for, a first attempt.
Scroll grapes. That's cute. Level up. Yeah, so it is nice having the magic and the physical on the wolf, then.
Exactly. In this game, hybrid damage dealers are actually a pretty good thing.
Ooh, increased critical hit chance by the whole party by 4%. Crit, okay. Mountain path again. I can probably go somewhere new. Oh, there's a teleporter right there. I could probably go somewhere new. Nah. I still can't go past that spike wall over there.
Well, which spike wall? Let me
Not wall, but
check
like
something.
spike floor.
The pit toward the
Left.
west?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you can.
If I do some tricky maneuvers with double jump and flying, maybe.
That sounds like a good starting point, eh?
So what level are these guys? These are still level 3, okay.
But yeah, see, I mean, you thought of the answer relatively quickly, I'd say, so...
Yeah, I play a lot of
You know.
platformers, so...
Exactly. I'm like, I would have no surprise that, I'm sure you can think it through. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more big on like action-based stuff than turn-based usually, but this is pretty good.
Uh-huh.
There-
And as you might have seen in our announcements today for the future, right, is that we are adding in difficulty options later on.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
we will have the, normal / casual / master. And the good news is that, yes, those settings will be able to be changed during the game.
Yeah, it's always the worst when you have a difficulty option and then you get locked into it permanently. It's like, come on.
Yeah, that was one thing I personally advocated for with Dennis. He's the main designer for this game. Is I was like, hey, let's just make sure that the difficulty can be changed during the game.
Yeah.
Very important.
Oh, look at this, a group of Yowies.
You know?
Mana ring. Let's fuck them up. Okay. How long has this game been in development?
Depends on your definition. Let's say it like this. This game started as a side project for Dennis, and he worked on it on the side for a couple of years, right?
Oh.
And then as time went on, he was like, okay, I think I have something here. So he went and quit his day job. You know, he was a programmer at a company, right?
So he was.
So he quit his. Yeah, so he quit his day job, did the Kickstarter for this, and went full time with it ever since. For example, the Kickstarter happened in the last part of 2018, and the early access started in August 2019, and then full release happened, you know, December 2020.
So it had a release on consoles and PC same day.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm used to like them coming like a year later.
Yeah, well, you know, it kind of. Oh, by the way, looks like you got a person there, Spider Doom.
Yeah, I see him.
Talking to you in the chat.
Yeah, I see him. You gonna go get drunk on New Year's, Spider? I'm doing a New Year's stream tomorrow with some of the Jackbox games, so...
Oh, fun stuff.
Jackbox can be pretty fun if you get the right people.
Ain't that the truth?
If you get the buzz kills, though. Like,
I mean, to be honest, I would. It's probably not my kind of thing, but I totally understand why you would do that.
The drawing ones are where it's at. The ones where you have to draw shit.
Yeah.
Okay, there's Old Berlin. Is there like more plans to add more stuff to this and whatnot?
So here's the best starting point. Did you see the announcements
I kind of skimmed a little bit.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, so the idea is that we have a handful of things already on the to-do list, such as, you know, New Game Plus being the most important of them, right?
Oh, nice.
But after all the other stuff that we have planned is done, that's when we can more seriously consider the question of, okay, are we doing anything more? You know, like, it's just a bit too early to make promises on those things when we already have so much that we need to handle first.
True. Yeah, because I know some devs will just update the game a lot, or they'll just sometimes work on making a new thing.
Yeah, it always depends, you know, but, I mean, again, the reason why I can't give any answers, the answer is it's too soon to say, that's all.
Yeah, things change all the time.
And, yeah, like, you keep running across that mana issue with your Yowie, you may want to put on the equipment that increases mana regen. I think it's called Sustain Ring.
I still need to go back to the base and probably upgrade some stuff. Also, I like how... I like how on the blacksmith you don't have to use money as well. That is very nice.
Yeah, that is true. Especially when a little bit into the game, you'll notice that there's another NPC by the blacksmith who sells crafting materials.
Nice.
Yeah, the idea is that availability in shops and whatever is based on your keeper rank. So, always make sure to go look back at shops. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably, once I find
yeah.
the next teleporter.
Yeah, just as a reminder there, watching the replay, looks like your Yowie used the buff move when it really wasn't needed.
Yeah, I was just spamming through to get done.
Yeah.
On trash
here's a very important trick. Remember how you can change the order of your actions during battle? Right?
Yeah.
So if you end the battle with only using 1 or 2 actions on your last turn, that reduces the duration that you get more score. Yeah, because it counts by, 0.33 of a turn action you take. Ask yourself this, if that lever isn't doing something there,
It was up top.
then it's probably doing something somewhere else.
There we go. You can do some nice jumps with the bird and double jumps.
Oh yeah, totally. I think he said someone who knows platforming will catch on to it.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I see the rearrange, yeah. Is this game like pretty linear in the areas you go in, or just kinda... I mean, it probably depends on what level the enemies are.
For what?
For like, how linear the game is, or if it's not linear.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Gotcha. Yeah, actually, in this case, the game being, Metroidvania style, does have a certain amount of variety in terms of the order of doing certain things, right?
Yeah.
So, the way that the game handles that is, as I said, is by the level scaling in terms of basically the more you explore, then the higher level that monsters will be. However, when you have seen a certain, like when you've actually interacted with a certain monster or whatever, then it'll go ahead and lock in that pack at that specific level.
Huh.
So that means that if for some reason you need to go fight some low-level stuff, you can do that because you can just go back there. But that also means that if you go exploring in a place for a while and then stop and then come back a little later, the new rooms that you're exploring will still be level appropriate.
So it basically locks in the levels for which area you go to.
Except for it's not on an area basis, it's on an individual pack of monster basis.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, was it there? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Is the map pretty big in this game, or probably like average Metroidvania style?
The answer is it depends based on your standards.
Yeah. Forget, the last one I played was probably Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight was massive.
Hollow Knight has a very big map, exactly.
And it's very annoying to traverse.
I mean, I kind of didn't have too many, issues with that, but I can understand. I can say this because I've read some interview stuff from Team Cherry in terms of the design of the map or whatever. Basically, they said that they wanted to make sure that the map had depth.
I see.
When fast travel or teleport or whatever you want to say, right? When all that kind of stuff is too easily accessible, then the size of the map feels almost meaningless because you're hardly ever needing to ever traverse things,
Yeah. That's what I didn't really like, though, because I prefer it when the fast travels are everywhere and it's easier to get around. But yeah, I see what they were trying to do with that.
In many ways, it's more of a balance between those concepts. By the way, multi-sidekick is really cool.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a balance between those concepts because I would claim that Hollow Knight's map has plenty of fast travel points, and the fact that they also added in the teleport gate that you get, relatively, mid to late game or whatever.
Yeah, true.
All those different factors, really help. In Monster Sanctuary, I would say that for the most part, we don't have too many spots of really hard to reach, Like, I'd say that the placement of the teleporters are relatively generous for the most part, and that as you progress in the game, you'll see the different exploration powers that you have that can help with just getting around in general. Again, I understand that you probably don't want a bunch of spoilers, but you'll see stuff as you progress.
Okay. Yeah, because it's definitely more like of the monster kind of deal focus than Metroidvania, it seems like.
Exactly. You'll usually set the amount of stuff that is directly for your character is relatively small. The focus is definitely on the monsters. Yeah. Because that's the idea. It's in a more typical Metroidvania. You would get different, powers or equipment or something like that help you get around. In this one, 90% of that is on the monsters themselves.
Yeah, so you can basically just find one of the upgrades just at any point. Well, because a lot of the monsters have the same upgrade, or the same traversal stuff too. Are there some that are exclusive to the monsters? Like any types that are only on one monster?
Let's just say, again, for lack of spoilers, short answer, is yes. By the way, look back at one of the walls. There was a funny looking wall.
Oh,
there's usually visual cues.
Yeah, the little cracks.
Something. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, short answer is yes. There technically is a certain very late game ability which is only found on one monster, but for the most part, usually abilities are on at least 2 or 3.
That's nice. That way you don't get completely stuck.
Again, depending on your definition of what stuck means.
Well, hard to find where to go.
Oh, that is usually not a big issue because in your main menu, you can always press the talk button to talk to your familiar, and they have basically a quest log kind of thing.
Yeah. Did I use... Yeah, I used power, okay. Did I use power or not?
So it's something cool you should check after this battle, is you should go check the options menu for a couple of cool things you may want to enable.
I put the speed up. I
Which I did notice, which is always a cool thing actually. But in this case I'm referencing there's a thing for showing when enemies have dodge chance, and also a thing for alternate wild battle music.
I think I turned the dodge chance thing on.
Oh, okay.
I think I did. I didn't change the music because I was like, I'm just starting the game, so when I get tired of the one music, turn on the new music.
That sounds like a good plan. Yeah, so many people never really open the options menu.
That's literally the first thing I do whenever I start a game.
Right.
Gotta turn that motion blur off.
Oh, that too. Yes.
I don't get why that's such a thing still. What does it even help with?
It's not about helping, it's just about people enjoy.
I don't get why anyone would like motion blur. Yeah, I turned screen fake off. Yeah, preview dodge chance on. So alternate battle theme, if you turn that on, is it always there? Like the one alternate one?
It's always there, but it's only for wild battles.
Okay.
Because different other kinds of battles have different themes, like, versus champion, versus keeper, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you don't want
there's a couple different things.
Boss music being ruined.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't change that. But yeah, if you're looking at your wolf, note that life overload is a pretty cool way of getting some extra stats, because you see how it says that you get extra attack and magic based on your health.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But otherwise, if you want to take something like that Spectral Flame level 3 and have a good magic attack to use, that could also have some value.
True. Oh no, another dark cave with spikes this time. Can I get...
well, maybe you should check some of your monsters, as in maybe if you got a new monster.
I got this guy. Toss.
Well, I meant like your eggs. I don't know if you didn't hatch something yet.
Do I not have a carrot?
I saw a Caraglow egg in your inventory.
Yeah, I have one. I'm trying to see. Oh, Caraglow's the cat. Okay. I was trying to see which one it was.
Think about its name for a second.
I have a light.
I said think about Caraglow's name for a second.
Light.
No. Has a little light orb.
There we go. Skill. Ooh, grants a skill point. Ooh.
Here's a very important note about that, okay?
Yeah, I just read it.
So good news is that skill potions are, of course, permanent for that individual monster, right?
Only one time use.
Yeah, exactly. You only, basically the game knows, does this monster have a skill potion, yes or no? That's all, right? The thing is, though, because of certain reasons, you may end up switching around, like which monsters you're using and whatever. You'll usually want to use it on that you're putting it on the wolf as your first choice is, of course, a good move. But also remember that, how do I say? You may change things up later on, so don't be in a hot hurry to use skill potions all the time.
Yeah, save them.
Like, the margin of one extra skill is really not the end of the world.
Yeah.
You can still have a perfectly cool monster without it.
What's the is the max level 99?
No, max level is 40.
40? Oh, interesting.
Yes.
That seems like
So you actually do have to make choices on what skills you take. Not that you can just grab everything.
That was not what I expected to be the max.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna up it in New Game Plus?
Nope.
No, keep it at 40?
Totally. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of a core design decision that the entire point is that you have to actually think about what skills you're taking instead of just, oh, I get everything.
Yeah, you don't want just you have OP and then the game just be completely trivial. You don't have to think about anything.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, again, there are definitely games that are based around, basically balanced around, being able to eventually get every single little thing and every single little power up, etc. Yeah, there you go. Since you've been playing some Gungeon stuff, that's actually a pretty good example. I mean, the game lets you get a lot of power-ups in that game, right?
Yeah.
And the idea is that the more power-ups you get, the easier it gets. I mean, of course, things are still very skill-based in that game, but
Yeah, because there's
the concept.
And every time you start over in Dungeon, your character's back to Zone 1.
Yeah, and I mean, that's definitely the difference, the fact that it's a roguelite and whatever, but I'm just saying that maybe, let's say Diablo 3 being a good example, since they have that Paragon level system that you can just keep on getting more strength just going on. There is no cap.
Yeah.
So by the way, if you want to see something really neat, go take a close look at the Crystal Snail in terms of its weaknesses and resistances.
Oh, he's got 2.
Because you'll see something very interesting if you look at that.
The 2 weaknesses?
Yes, so in this case, it is weak to water and weak to air, however, resistant to physical. So that means that physical water and physical air will do normal, but magical water and magical air will do extra.
Yeah, I have 1 and well, I have the Ice Hail on 2 characters, it looks like.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that, it's interesting how those things interact with each other. It kind of throws some people for a loop. They're like, I don't get why my attacks aren't being effective against Snail. I'm using water. It's like, yeah, but it has to be magical water.
Not just like where Pokemon just need the 1 weakness or whatever.
I mean, to be fair to Pokemon, it's actually a similar concept. The idea that, both Type 1 and Type 2 interact with each other.
Oh yeah, that's
weaknesses and resistances. So, that's, in principle, the same here, even though such weakness and resistance schemes like the Snail has are more rare overall in this game.
true.
That's probably one difference that you noticed pretty quickly, was it's not that monsters in this game are like Type 1, Type 2, or whatever, right? In this case, each monster is individual and has their own set of weaknesses and resistances. So it's not that always this kind of monster is going to have this kind of weakness and resistance or whatever. It's all on an individual basis. You'll of course notice a lot of trends in terms of, hey look, that fiery thing is weak to water. That happens a lot, of course. unlimited.
Oh. Like, you could have like 10,000 if you really felt like it.
And to be honest, I don't know, like what number would break the system. I don't know what number that is, but I've never seen it. Let's say that.
Maybe someone's got to be working on it.
I've actually seen some people make some pretty, big effort attempts to try to break the game. One fun example I can think of this was like back in February, but there was this one guy who had written a script. So he basically started a certain battle situation and made it to where the script would there you go, got that treasure. Anyways, what the script would do is the script would give orders to his monsters in terms of do this and whatever, and he ran the script for like over 4,000 turns.
Oh.
Just to charge up a certain monster with charge stacks. It's a certain mechanic that's available on certain things.
Yeah, I saw that. Bird had it.
Yeah, exactly. So the point is he had charged up like so much, and even though the numbers were pretty ridiculous, it didn't break the game, like the game still functioned. So let's just say if you're trying to find, like I said, just regular numbers, whatever, that are going to break the game, it thankfully takes a bit of effort to ever theoretically get there.
That's good. Yeah, that's good that the game's built well enough to be able to handle anything.
Well, I mean, there's of course always, there's always some kind of imperfections, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, again, people who take effort to try to break games will find ways to break them, let's just say that.
True. I keep thinking the little air symbol is fire.
You're like, oh, that's a little flame. It's like, no, that's a wisp of air.
I always look at it and I'm like, fire. But then I'm like, oh wait. Oh, it changed it to team play. Oh, sidekick and then team play. Oh, I see. Yeah, the 7 has a lot more little intricacies than a lot of other turn-based games.
Again, depending on which turn-based game you're playing.
Yeah.
When it comes to turn-based, I mean, the general impression, just by people, the general impression is that turn-based games usually tend to be more complex than action.
That's true. Well...
Yeah, it's like, this isn't saying that action is dumb or something, and I, of course, love a good action game, but the point is that turn-based games tend to emphasize strategy and things like that, while action things, of course, emphasize the execution.
Yeah. Which action is more skill-based, whereas turn-based is more thought-provoking, brain power.
Yeah, exactly. It's making sure to time those jumps right. It's making sure to use the right combo at just the right time, Yeah. Like, I recently had gotten a Switch, and the other day I was just starting to play some Astral Chain, which is definitely a bit of a different thing for me.
I couldn't get into that game. I was like, eh.
It's, to my experience, because it's a little more limited on that kind of game,
Yeah.
in my experience, it's a bit tough, but I know that it's certainly not impossible. Like, how do I say? I basically just have to get good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My issue with it was I don't like the controls of how you have to like stick out the little guy you're controlling. I don't like that.
Which is of course its entire point.
Yeah.
But I can totally understand if that isn't as much to your liking.
Kind of the same deal with Devil May Cry 5. I didn't like the V character and that's like that.
Oh yeah, because he's the summoner. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I like controlling my character, not extensions of my character. So it's kind of like, It works well, it's just like kind of awkward.
But by the way, again, strategy note, because I saw this on your replay, be mindful of how much damage do I actually need to do to defeat something, because you've been wasting a lot of damage with your wolf by hitting things that are almost dead.
True. Yeah,
yeah, because remember, you can always change targets, as in you're like, oh, what I'll do is, like, maybe I'll build up some combo with fire on that other one, because I know that wolf should be able to finish them off, you know, the other monster off.
This
or
shield
something
is
like
powerful.
that. Oh yeah. Good old snail.
This fucking shield. There we go. Well, I'm using physical. I should have been using air signal. Oops. I mean, I feel like my physical attack is doing more than the weakness, though. How much Astral Chain did you play? Did you get decently far in it? Or in?
Oh, no. I said I only
Played a little bit.
I only played like just a tiny bit.
If you want to play some drive you crazy, Wonderful 101.
I mean, that one is definitely one that comes up in discussion, you know.
I had to stop playing it because I literally couldn't make the, like, shapes. I'm just like, what the fuck? Because you have to, like, draw shapes and stuff with the controllers, and I'm just like, I sat there for, like, 20 minutes trying to make, like, the hammers, and I'm just like, I can't get it. It's weird. So it's like action game where you have to like, I guess you could say kind of like Okami if you've ever played that, but Okami does it a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, understandable. I was thinking of, there was a certain Castlevania game for the that
Dawn
had
of Sorrow.
the sigil drawing.
That was Dawn of Sorrow.
Yeah, I didn't actually play it myself, but
yeah,
I mean,
that wasn't
definitely
that wasn't bad because you actually had the touchscreen. Because the issue with the Wonderful 101 is I was trying to play it on PS4, and it's like you have to like either use like the analog sticks or the little touch pad in the middle of the controller.
Yeah,
it's very awkward.
Yeah, so Mr. Platform Expert, since you can't get up there with the mushroom, what other option might you have?
I see platforms.
Well, I meant toward the right-hand side, I meant. You're trying to go up a certain cliff or whatever.
Oh, almost. Got it. It's probably too far out. Yeah, that's way too far. Woo.
No, not those toward the right. You know, not the ones. The invisible ones are invisible, and you have to get something. You know.
Ooh, a scepter.
Nice little mage weapon there. Good for Yowie if you need the extra regen, for example.
Might go upgrade that or something. I still need to go back to the base. Next time I find a little fast travel back. Because I don't want to go right now and have to go all the way through the area again.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this. If you go a certain direction, you'll find the teleporter very, very quickly and easily.
Yeah, I'm probably like very close to it, I'm assuming.
You're getting colder.
Oh. Well, as in like explored areas. But it's like probably...
in explored areas, you've been literally one space away from it before.
Oh. Well then.
Yes. But you're where you're currently at, you're heading away from it.
Shit. Next turn should heal me. So yeah, it's definitely a lot better using Yaoi than the team I had when I first started.
Exactly, but you know, just food for thought is, well, one, don't possess how your Yaoi attack when it probably should have healed.
Yeah, I was almost done and they're just like trash mobs.
Yes, but remember that healthiness is still a metric on the score.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because it calculates at the end of every turn.
Keep forgetting about that.
But yeah, what I was saying was, the thing was, don't forget that, you know, it's okay to change up G sometimes.
Yeah,
the idea is more so learning the principle of what strategy even looks like.
Yeah, so if I find another buffer dude, I can try him out.
The other thing is not everything necessarily has to revolve around, you know, buffing and direct damage. Sometimes you'll see some monsters that are really good at doing some debuff-oriented strategies as well.
Oh, like poison and stuff like that?
Exactly. You know, like fungi, for example, is a very popular monster. And, I mean, here's the thing, though. With debuff-oriented strategies, while they are very important for, you know, like poison or whatever, right? While poison and burn are very important parts of that, you don't want to neglect your damage anyway. So you still want to make sure that you're using a damage monster that, you know, like, how do I say it? You still want to make sure that your third monster, even in a debuff-oriented team, still does some damage.
So you could probably swap out your, like, support guy. Well, I could probably swap out Vero with Fungi. That could be a good team. Maybe.
I mean, you are right that they fulfill the same kind of a slot. Your instincts are correct on that. But in this case, with the kind of team that you're using right now, it wouldn't make much sense because your team is more so focusing on just doing direct damage. So adding in some poison support isn't necessarily going to do a lot.
Better just have the bird guy.
For the time being, at least. If, you know, when the time comes, you get a nice debuff-oriented DPS monster, then, you know, maybe you can contemplate some differences. Like, example, that skeleton guy you were fighting earlier, Spectre, he's a really cool debuff-oriented DPS monster.
difficulty, duration, healthiness, execution.
Yeah, and if you want, you can always look at a guide that I'd written with a friend in terms of how the score system even works. Note, by the way, that there are NPCs over in the, in the Keeper's Stronghold that tell you that same information, by the way, in terms of, how things work.
Oh, so this is like the fossils kind of deal with Lady Stasis?
Similar, perhaps. Not the same, but similar.
Dodo.
Yep. Because, for some reason, in this world, dodos are around, but penguins are gone. Right?
Oh, interesting.
Yes, so you won't get dodo for a good while.
Yeah, said it's like a beach.
Yep. It'll be a while before you get there. But yeah, in terms of variable of what order you explore, right? Technically, you got the snow zone right here, but technically you can also head east from the stronghold to another place. So, like I said, Metroidvania exploration, especially when a player knows what they're doing, they can figure out a couple of ways to try to get to certain places a little quicker than what would be, quote, normal. And my advice is make sure to check your monster eggs, because you'll usually want to hatch each new monster you get to see what exploration power it has.
Yeah, I got these fucking snails with their shields. Read. Okay. Yeah, those shields are so hefty on these guys. Finish him! No, he put his shield up. These shields, I swear.
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
Wait, did I disappear from the call? Or is that...
Huh?
Was I here the whole time?
Oh, yeah, you're here?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if it messed up or not. I didn't do anything.
Oh, okay. No, seems normal.
I see you put the guide. Is the Steam community pretty active with this game?
Depends on what you mean.
Like the...
it's all about a measure of what you're comparing it to. I can tell you this, though, that there's definitely been a lot more forum posts, more guides made in the last few weeks, I can tell you that.
Oh, nice.
But as you have probably seen, the real central out of there is the teleporter, exactly.
Yeah,
But yeah, the real central place is definitely Discord.
Yeah, with the big server.
Yeah. But yeah, so did you check out some of your new monster eggs? Because
yeah, I
there's
gotta
some
do
cool
that.
exploration powers you may have gotten.
So I got arm, tail.
And did you get the snail as well?
No.
Oh, okay. Also, don't forget about those treasure chests that are there at the bottom of that storeroom.
So I got oh, skill resetter. I can ride him like a kangaroo. Yeah.
Yeah, so look at what happens if you try to proceed eastward out of the place.
Dual trainer in the Keeper's Towers. Which is located just up and to the east of the teleporter stone. Oh, that purple area, okay.
Yep.
So that's
Because as you see, that purple area is where things like the champion re-challenge is at, and the keeper trainer, the duelist trainer, I mean, whatever that is.
I'll go donate these other 2 eggs. Where was that? Is this
Blue guy by the teleporter.
Oh, that's the monster army.
Yep.
Is it better to drop the eggs in there or hatch them then drop them?
Makes no difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the idea is that when you put them in, it auto hatches them. So,
Doesn't matter.
yeah.
So I have... Yeah, I'm just gonna try to have one of each monster in my inventory.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to have a backup just in case.
As you notice, I don't give them names. I never do
You
that.
know, I personally don't, because I like to make sure that I have the names learned.
Yeah,
Because, you see it all the time. People like, I don't even remember what that monster is called. I only remember its nickname. You're like, see? It makes discussing a little more difficult, doesn't it?
yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, you nice. You taking a look at that champion re-challenge thing at all?
Yeah, I did one of them and I got the same score as the last one.
Yeah, well, no worries, because you'll, as time goes on, you'll learn more about strategy and everything, so you'll be fine.
And have more stuff at my disposal.
Exactly. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. They're like, I don't get it. They scale with your level. This is so hard. And I'm like, it doesn't matter, though.
As long
It's
as
like
you scale
it's
with
like,
them.
yeah, it's like, think about this. What's more powerful? A couple more stats for the opponent, or you having way more options available?
Yeah. You have spectral flame.
Yeah, if you wanted my advice, because you have some skill resetters available, with Wolf, you probably want to focus on the claws, and then both spectral flame and ice spears, and then also on the single target air move as well. The ice tree stuff can kind of wait till higher level when you have more points to spread around.
So spectral flame and claws, and then the air sickle are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, mana symbiosis, life steal, level 3 claws, spectral flame, level 3. Did you say the ice spears were good?
Yeah, because that's a nice physical water move that you can use.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep. And so, by the way, if you want to know and I include this in the guide, by the way, but the general hierarchy of what do I take, right? Step 1 is, of course, whatever your key active abilities are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Step 2 is whatever your key passives are. So your key passives would be things like Hybrid Mastery and Mana Symbiosis and Lifesteal, and also the other Life Overload, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so getting that second Life Overload would be really good.
Yeah, I got him.
And then same for Hybrid Mastery.
Where is that at? Hybrid Mastery?
Over by Spectral Flame.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the idea is that when you have your core build down, as I said, your important actives and the passives that really bring your build to life, right?
Mm-hmm.
With extra points at that point, you go and take just some generic stat up type stuff in like crit or attack or, whatever you need, right? In this case, if you want to take that air move level 3, that could be an okay choice.
Gale.
If you wanted to take something such as crit plus or crit damage plus, those would also be pretty decent choices.
Okay, yeah, I just noticed the Gale hits all enemies. I might have to do that.
Yeah, if you really want an AoE move, you can take Gale. If you do that, however, I would recommend probably not taking the single target air move. The idea is that most of the time you want to take only one active move in each tree. Exceptions do occur, however, when it's like, okay, but that other thing I really, really need. Because here's why. Why did I recommend taking both Spectral Flame and Ice Spears in that one tree? Because of getting more variety. The idea is the difference between single target air and multi-target air is not necessarily as big in the big picture of things. However, the difference of having both a magical attack, which is just good to have, right, and also having a water move that doesn't take many points to get. Because see, you don't, how many points are you investing to get a good water move? You're investing 1 point, right?
Yeah.
Versus if you went to Ice Hail, you'd have to invest 3 points to get an okay water move. And check the damage on Ice Spear 1 versus Ice Hail 3. You see how Ice Hail 3 is 260, and then Ice Spear is 270, but it has a special where it applies some bleeds, which it means more damage. So if you have a nice crit-oriented build, which it looks like you are doing with your wolf, then the Ice Spears can pay it off, pretty well.
Okunai Scepter. Morningstar. I should upgrade anything. So monster.
Well, check the store, actually. Check the weapon, check the equipment store, because there could be a cool weapon that you could buy for your wolf, depending on what's there. By the way, as you see with mount, you do move faster.
Yeah. So wait, this is claw. Is that what you're talking about?
Not
Or
no,
Shuriken?
no. I was thinking if Qatar was available, which is not. So you Shuriken. There it is, Shuriken. I mean, yes,
Yeah, that one looked good.
because it has the hybrid stats and crit chance. So that's a pretty cool thing for your wolf.
still go. I think I'm gonna go upgrade that one too.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like, yeah, Wolf, if Wolf's gonna be doing the damage.
Yeah, and as for Yaoi, probably switching to the Scepter would be an okay ideal, because he definitely needs some more mana regen going.
Yeah. Oh dang, that goes up a lot.
Nope.
There we go. Shuriken +2. I guess.
Yeah, and you'll see a nice improvement as a result. So the other thing though, before you go too hog wild on certain upgrades, also check your equipment, because you might have found some pretty decent equipment.
Yeah, because I picked
Just
up a
in
lot
general.
of stuff.
Like, you know how you have the ribbon, right?
Yeah.
So go check on the ribbon. I think you have a ribbon +3 on hand.
I have bandana +3.
You're looking at the
Oh,
wrong
wait,
block
ribbon.
though. Yeah, I was like, you gotta go to the ribbon and then change it for the ribbon +3.
Oh, so
Yeah,
wait.
that's the fun thing, is that,
So keep
you know,
Ocarina
upgrading
on.
equipment. Yes, like upgrading equipment is of course very important, but there will also be times that you will just find some pretty decent equipment to start with.
Bandana versus, so let's see. Mana +46. Yeah, bandana. So there's 45% crit chance on the wolf right now. So feather +2, bandana +3. And it's got mana regen.
Anyway, hey, one last thing I want to show you before, because it's getting a little late.
Yeah.
You might want to just go take a quick look at where that keeper duelist trainer guy is, just so you don't forget about him.
The which one?
Because
Duelist trainer?
yeah, the duelist trainer guy, because you need to talk to him before you can proceed eastward.
Is he the one? Is he in the pink zone?
Yeah, he's in the kind of, like you said, pinkish purplish area, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and don't worry, like, he'll say, like, he'll give you the option, say, hey, are you ready to start or not? You know, so. Exactly. Just know one thing. Duels are a lot more difficult than just wild monsters, you know? Just know that.
Okay.
So, you know, like you've been learning, you will need strategy to be able to actually win. Because it involves all 6 monsters.
Oh shit. Well.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, I include this info in my guide if you want to read it at some point, but the point is that when it comes to building a team of 3, you know, the basic formula is, you know, a healer, support, and DPS, right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean for building a team of 6 is backup healer, backup support, and backup DPS. So that means that if one of them gets defeated, you have, you know, a decent substitute to fulfill that same role.
But
so
that's...
your team doesn't fall apart as soon as you lose one monster.
That's not something I'll have to worry about for a bit though, right?
I mean, in general play, like just against wild monsters or whatever, that's obviously not an issue, right?
Yeah.
But in the Keeper duels, they can, like I said, be a lot more difficult, so you'll at least want to be prepared for actually taking losses, because you probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, let me preface that. You probably will, only for the sake that you are, of course, newer to the game and still learning it. People who know what they're doing can do this and go, oh, I got this, and not take any casualties. So it's totally possible to do it. I'm just saying that don't be disheartened if you don't do perfectly the first time.
Oh, there's some. I just saw Age. That looks fun.
Yeah, Age is a pretty cool mechanic, and then check out, Outlast is pretty cool, and same for Primal Rage.
Yeah, I see.
Here's one unfortunate thing, though, is that unfortunately in the console versions, Primal Rage is bugged and does not work.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't worry, obviously we'll fix it as soon as Sony lets us, but...
Did you already put in the patch?
Well, that's the point, is that the consoles are behind a balanced patch compared to Steam.
Well, yeah, because it takes a long time. Especially if you're an indie game.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. The problem is that circumstances are just very, very, like, let's just say this, under normal circumstances, we would submit our build, it would get reviewed, and it would get implemented, and, there'd be some time, but not a big deal, right? The problem is that for the entire month, they told us don't count on it because of both current situations and because of the holidays.
Sony
They said
did?
that we're not going to be able to get to your stuff until January.
That's what Sony said?
That's what Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo said.
That's annoying.
Yeah. So, I mean, believe me, like, the stuff has been fixed in the later builds. It's
Yeah.
just that they haven't let us actually implement the builds, which is very annoying, because that's the thing. Steam is the only one we have, like, 99% direct control over. All of the consoles, they have to go through the companies. So,
And then you have freaking...
like I said, it's certification process is what it's called.
Yeah, but if you're...
Like I said,
So behind
like
all
I
the...
said,
What was that?
I was just saying, like I said, under normal circumstances, the certification process doesn't really take that long. The problem is that they said that due to COVID and the holidays, that they weren't going to be able to do anything for a while, basically till January, is what they told us.
I see.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't have a specific date as of yet, but obviously, we want to get the stuff deployed.
And at least if you're like, if you're a AAA title, you get it next day.
To be fair, even AAA titles very much still go through certification processes. You are correct.
A fun thing was Cyberpunk 2077 apparently skipped all the certification, and that's how it got through in its state. Because they're just like, oh, it'll be good, it'll be fine, we're CD Projekt Red.
That is perhaps a bigger story in itself.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
But Cyberpunk's puts out patches like every fucking day. I'm like, okay. Like, come on, let the indie devs put some stuff out too. But, yeah.
To be fair, I can understand that, if the game I was working on was in that kind of position, I would definitely be interested in critical fixes being implemented ASAP.
I wonder if they ever put it back on the store, 'cause they took it off PlayStation.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I was always fun to see the AAA situation. Then you have the indie devs over in their own corner, just like kicking butt and dropping a bunch of good stuff without really any issues.
Depends. Believe me when I say that I've seen some.
Yeah, there are some that drop that are just completely horrible. I had one where have you heard of Tamarin?
No.
It was so bad to the point that the Twitter account, they actually blocked me from criticism, and then they just like privated their account. I'm like, okay, sure, this is how you do community support. Just fucking block criticism. I'm like, okay. And it was a $40 game, and it was like, it was a mess.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
Okay, and that's actually kind of the point that I would totally lead into, is that I understand people like, big fat small game good, you know, that totally isn't the point. It is good games are good.
Yeah.
And bad games are bad. That's what, you know, big budget games. What else? Cool stuff. Like I said, like I played the crap ton of Diablo 3 just as an example. Like, I enjoy it.
Yeah, Diablo 3 is good.
It's perfect for something to force on, you know, just like, Devil May Cry 5, I understand that you said that you had some, misgivings about me, for example, but
It's just
I
one
definitely heard
character.
from, friends and just the general buzz that the game was pretty darn good overall.
Yeah, the game's amazing. It's just that was just one issue that I had that not many other people really cared about. That was just a weird, specific issue with me, personally. But other people, of course, aren't going to care that much. But it's just like a weird kind of action game to have a character that's like a summoner kind of thing. But it works for what it's supposed to do.
Standpoint, I'd actually say that's a very good move.
It does work for what it's supposed to do. It's just only my personal opinion, but it is done well. I can say that.
Yeah, it's like, and that's the thing, is by actually spicing up the gameplay style between the different characters, that's a good thing.
Yeah, because you have like Nero. He has his gauntlets, and it's like if you're using one and you get attacked, that gauntlet gets destroyed, and you have to switch to the next one. And then you have Dante, which has just like 4 different styles that you can swap between. It's a pretty deep combat system.
I don't know, man. I think Dante only has one style.
He has 4.
No, he only has super sexy style.
Oh. I see. He has the cowboy hat. Yeah, I bought it for PS5. I was gonna replay it. Give it another shot. I feel on PS5 it'll be a lot better with the faster frame rates and stuff.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm running. That's what I'm playing Monster Sanctuary on. PS5.
Yeah, exactly. It is actually funny every now and then people ask me, they're like, PS5 and, you know, the Xbox Series X, and I'm like, so let me tell you something. Those ones are actually pretty good about playing the older titles. It's just like, are you making sure that it's gonna work on next-gen consoles? So like, yeah, that's kind of not really an issue.
Yeah, you guys probably didn't even have to test this for PS5, did you?
Not specifically. Okay, the answer, let's just say this, right? It would have to pass, you know, the console certification. So I suppose the short answer is technically yes.
So there's like 10 games that wouldn't work on PS5, I think. Which they already fixed one of them. I don't know if they fixed the other ones. But it's like, if it's gonna work on PS4, it's most likely 99.99% chance gonna work on PS5.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it's like technically I'm sure, you know, that people did check or else it wouldn't be on the PS5 store, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like you gotta love
Yeah.
buying a PS5 to play these nice indie games. True power. It's like when people are like, oh, but I don't buy a next-gen console to play something that looks like that. Like, it doesn't matter how it looks, really. As long as it's not, like, glitchy, buggy looking. Oh, there's another skill resetter. Oh, is that a Minotaur? Or is that a bolt? What looks like that? What even is this guy? Megatar. Oh. He is
Oh yeah, so since you've gotten there now, you asked me earlier about like, you know, are there more than one way to get certain champions? And as I said, various methods depending on the individual monster. So in this case, since you see a Megatar there, yes, that's a way to get Megatar eggs.
Oh, okay.
It's from Wild Megatar, because when it comes to any monster with an evolution, it will always drop the egg of the base form. So you can't get evolved monster eggs, it's just it drops the, you know, base form.
What's this? Why is there a sword attack down on my... What does that mean?
For which... Oh, sorry. That's basically just indicating that your attack stat is significantly lower than your magic stat.
Oh,
So you see how Iciel has the little staff icon?
yeah,
Yeah.
I see. So it's not really that important of a thing.
It's an indicator.
It just basically means your magic attack is higher.
Yeah.
Oh, the snow picks.
Yeah, well in this case the sound use the protect move, and you'll see the little protect icon over whichever monster protected, and it will intercept the next attack that hits that monster.
Oh, I see, okay.
And then consume. See the little redirect arrows over the Paraglow, right?
Yeah.
That means that whoever attacks Paraglow will trigger the protect, and then now the protect is consumed.
Okay, this snail can go fuck off. He got a full shield. I'm gonna sit here for like 10 minutes and just whittle it down. Well, Spectral Flames just blocks it. Okay, never mind. Spectral Flames get on the shield. Dang. Yeah, I really like how you can see the damage numbers and stuff, how much you're gonna be doing.
Yeah, the numbers are nice, and of course the damage prediction is a pretty cool thing. Like you'll notice how it has the darker portions for normal expected damage, and then it'll have the colored in for crit.
Yeah, I've noticed. I've been paying attention to that one at least.
Yeah, because that's the thing, is that sometimes there will be some factors which are not going to show up in the damage prediction because they're, you know, buried.
I got the crystal
Like
snail.
Oh, nice. Like certain kinds of procs or whatever can sometimes not show up in the damage prediction because it's not a 100% chance that it will do X, you know? It's a chance, so it's not gonna list that. So now you can activate those Earth Orbs.
Yay! House.
So by the way, before you go too far, if you... Oh yeah, you can go in the house, but I was gonna say, no, we'll let you talk to the clothes maker first.
Raw fire.
Yep.
I probably have some. Or do I not have any? Crap.
You don't have any yet.
Rip.
You don't have any yet. It's a crafting material, yeah. But it's okay. There's a treasure chest with it, or you can make a guitar.
What if I just
Yeah.
get it? I'll just use
Go
her
back
own.
to where that.
I'll use her
Go
own
back to
hide.
where that guitar was, up top. You know.
But yeah, that's
to the left.
square.
And then look above.
Yeah.
Pop an achievement there.
The what?
Did it pop an achievement?
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe you already got that achievement then.
Or it could be different on PlayStation.
It would be the same, but it could be you already got the secret room achievement.
Oh, the room for the secret. Oh yeah, I got that one. I found a bunch of secret rooms.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even see what that was. I clicked off it too quick. That was the...
Oh. Let me just pull up something.
Where was that? I think it was a...
Let's see. Snowy Peaks. Let's see. It's up there. Scroll +3, I think that is.
That's what it was, okay.
So it's an accessory.
Nice, I equipped it on my eagle.
Huh?
I just equipped it. My eagle had the scroll
No.
+1.
But Vyro doesn't use magic.
Oh, so don't use it. Oh.
No. Yeah, I was like, it's magic and mana regen. That's not really that useful because he doesn't have any magic abilities.
What should I put on?
You can always go with the feather if you need more mana regen.
Yeah, give him more feathers. Take off his own feather and re-equip it.
Yeah. Right? Anyway, like I said, I should get moving along because it's late, but
Yeah,
hopefully off to an okay start. Feel free to read some stuff. Feel free to talk with the peeps in Discord and whatever. And
Yeah, I'll probably be streaming
Yep.
it here and there, so if you ever want to come by, see my progress, and you're just coming and I'm just like completely just doing things the wrong way. I mean, there's probably not a completely wrong way. I mean, play however.
depending on your definition.
True, yeah, you could be running around with like 3 of the same monster.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't tend to go by streams that often. It was
Yeah.
only because you specifically were like, hey, looking for some help. I'm like, you know what? Sure, I'll pop by.
Yeah. Well, now you can play it a little bit more better, so now that I know what's all going on. Yeah, because I probably still would not be running around with the 3 support, healer and damage dealer if I wasn't talking. So, I'd probably just be having a crappy party. But yeah, I'm sure I'll find some other stuff, try out some new monsters and whatnot as well. But yeah, thanks for the chat and stuff.
Yeah, catch you around.
See ya. just kill him. I need to find a monster